Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Hamdan yuwafi ni'mahu wa yukafi mazidah. Ya Rabbana lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa 'azimi sultanik. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa barik wa sallam. Assalamualaikum and a very good evening. Okay. Usually I have my live sessions in the afternoon or at noon. Today things have been quite busy the past few days. Okay, getting my daughter to adapt to her new preschool or not, and so hari ni baru sempat lah untuk buat live. Okay, so if you're with me today, please tell me where you're from, dari mana. Okay, nak ambil MUET bila. So makin lama, makin hari, makin ramai yang bagi respon kepada madam. Meaning to my videos, mashallah, showing that you are very serious candidates. And then and also in the Telegram channel, mashallah, okay, it shows that there are many serious candidates out there. Okay, striving to achieve your target band. Okay, from Afghanistan, nice to meet you. Okay, now Mr. Hasib. All right, so here, as I have placed, all right, as the topic for today is about writing. Okay, it's about writing. So, okay, Assalamualaikum, Waalaikumsalam, Nur Khalida. Okay, Amira Nisha. Okay, from Kuala Lumpur. All right, we're miles and miles away. Okay, So I'm here from Kota Baru, Kelantan. Okay, now about writing. Okay, so for those who have sat for your 30th January paper, the settled, alhamdulillah. Okay, so for this next batch, all right, is for my batch Tukians, all right, they'll be sitting for the writing paper, writing, reading, listening paper on the 6th, ada yang 6th and some on the 7th of February. And so, last minute preparation, what should you do? Okay, what should you do? Okay, could you please say the tips about the first task of writing? Okay, first task of writing is very long, Mr. Hasib, about report writing. Okay, so the first thing, okay, for task A or task B is that you make sure you have time to make timed preparation. What does that mean by timed? So as we know, the writing paper is 1.5 hours long. And so the first task is, it is encouraged, okay, disarankan to take about 40 minutes, okay, 40 minutes to complete the report writing task. And then for the second one is 50 minutes. So what does that mean, ladies and gentlemen? That means you have to produce within that limited time, all right? And why do I tell you that it is very important, very critical that you make time practices, that so you know how much you can produce in that time, all right? So, and I learned from, I always tell my students to do this because what happened to me was during my IELTS, ladies and gentlemen, I had trouble, okay? I had trouble. Of course, I was working at the time. Currently, I'm on study leave. However, for my IELTS, full-time working, all right? So, of course, we're all busy, okay? We're all busy, so it was very hard to find time. However, I did regret that I did not find time to make time practice because on the day of the test, although I went through tons of sample essays, I watched tons of videos about IELTS. However, on the day, it did not come out the way I hoped it would. And so my IELTS band, I targeted for an 8. Okay, so it went down to a 6.5 or a 7 like that. So it was very, very discouraging, okay? Very disappointing. However, for an IELTS, to retake IELTS, it takes like about 800 ringgit or so. So that's out of the question for me. Anyway, I so I do remember what happened to me, and so I really, really encourage you all, okay, to make sure that you make time practice. So for a task A, you all buat lah. Okay, task A, you time yourself, okay, 40 minit. Kalau lebih 40 minit, then that means there's something wrong somewhere. That means you kena buat practice lagi, kena tengok balik nota ke, ataupun yes, it's taking too long. Now what happened to me was for IELTS dia sama, report writing dan extended essay sama, okay, dengan old format lah. So report writing, what I panicked masa bar graph tu. Okay, this was 2019 lah. Okay, 2019. After that, I studied very, very closely about report writing and how to you know, go about in strategies to effectively write report writing, alright. And semua tu Madam simpulkan dalam Madam in my self coaching writing package. Okay, kalau tak tips yang Madam dah belajar study lepas ni selama ini sejak 2019, semua tu Madam letak dalam in my module, alright. Okay, Mr. Hasib, how much is the score at least to pass to my exam? Passing, it depends on what is your target. Are you target band 3, band 4, band 5? Mr. Hasib? Hello, Nik Sharifah Fatihah. Lim Yang Xian. Okay, my trustee Lim Yang Xian. Okay, now Mr. Lim Yang Xian, he is a very committed SPM student. Okay, has become one of the facilitators in my programs. Okay, he follows closely everything on my modules. All right, and he has developed, has already very, very sound and you know, sound with the system I have developed. All right, so okay, so going back to the topic just now, the score depends on Mr. Hasib. All right, for score, I would say for writing, for task A, you have to make sure you have all the parts. Okay, title, introduction, overview, analysis, synthesis, and conclusion. All right, so 5, TIOASC, or 6, right? Title, introduction, overview, analysis, synthesis, and conclusion. All right, make sure you have those in order to score well. Okay, and then task B. All right, task B, make sure you time yourself 50 minutes. You what? Okay, you find pass your paper, and then you put on your clock, okay, on your phone here, okay, 50 minutes. And then you outline first. Remember, outline first. You spend about 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you just outlined your ideas, you brainstorm, and then you arrange your ideas. After 5 minutes, make sure you write. And for task A, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you don't do much mathematics there. Okay? I remember for my IELTS, I panicked. I didn't know what to analyze first. It was just all these numbers. I was like, oh my gosh, what should I do now? And so what I did is, my biggest mistake, I spent time you're converting the numbers to percentages. Okay, so I was like, okay, 30% of this. I was like, oh my goodness. So that's it. It took me about an hour. I spent about an hour just for the report writing for my IELTS. So it was a big mistake. All right. So if you spend more than that, more than 40 minutes, then it will leave you less time for task B. And when you have less time for task B, you won't have enough time to develop the maturity for your task B. Okay, so for task B to score high, you need to be able to reflect your maturity in conveying your ideas. So dia bukan saja extended writing, you just write. No, it has to be organized, and your elaboration and your examples should show maturity. So if you're targeting for band 4, band 5, yes, it should. Or C1, okay, for teachers, for CFR readiness, if you're targeting for C1, you have to be able to show that maturity within your elaboration and your examples, all right? And your thesis statement, make sure your thesis statement is in line with your main point. So for example, kalau you dah cakap agree, make sure lah 3 points agree. Okay. Okay, kena tengok betul-betul situation dia punya soalan dia. Alright. Kalau disagree, betul-betul disagree, 3 points tu. Okay, kalau you neutral, cakap neutral. Kalau you neutral, jangan pula semua setuju. Okay, itu yang jadi yang mana sepatutnya dapat band 4, dapat band 3, sepatutnya band 5, dapat band 4. Okay, that's what happens. Alright. Okay, you're very welcome. Alright, so that's all for today, I guess. 10 minutes okay lah eh. So it's almost time for Maghrib. So if any more questions, do join my channel, Telegram channel with Madam Iman. I'll put it in the comment box here. Oh, someone mentioned about my accent. Okay, my accent ni, Madam tak pernah cerita. Madam ni bukannya bukan poyo-poyo buat American campur British tau. Sebenarnya Madam dulu, I was born and I grew up in the US for about 13 years. Lepas 13 years tu balik ke Malaysia. Alright, masuk form 2 kat sini. So sekarang ni my English pun macam dah bunyi bunyi American sikit, campur British, campur Menglish, campur benda dah. So so minta maaf lah kalau macam bunyi accent pelik-pelik sikit kalau Madam bercakap. It's bukan sengaja, dia memang datang ya. So minta maaf ya. So my Telegram channel, you can go right to TME, right, MUET with Madam. Okay, so for quick tips, kadang-kadang kalau I have like anything that I feel I need to share about MUET ke, I'll just put it right into this one. So my first channel yang ni lah. Okay, for you all yang sitting for new format yang tu lain eh. So I have a group, a channel memang khas untuk yang ni juga. Okay, any info Madam type kat sini dulu. Okay, in with Madam Iman. If you're no format, you can don't do report writing tau. No format tak ada report writing eh. So no format. Let me put the link here. Let's see now. I forgot the link. Let me put the link here. The link is, sorry. Let me try to find it. Where? Okay, so if you are sitting for the new format, please janganlah study format lama. Alright. Kalau nak study format lama pun apa je boleh study eh. Speaking je kot yang boleh, yang macam sama sikit. Ataupun extended writing memang maintain. Okay, MUET no format support. Okay, so if you no format, you can join the channel MUET no format support group. Because memang no format perlu support. Sebab banyak lagi benda-benda yang kita belum pasti kan. Belum lagi ada first batch yang sit for the new format. Okay, so I think that's all. If any more questions, any more discussions, you can go into the Telegram. Okay, what is the name of the Telegram chat? Okay, so here Mr. Hasib, I've linked it here. Hello, good evening, Sojin Yoon. Okay, you're welcome, Nur Izzah. Okay, semoga bermanfaat. Okay, Madam just share apa yang at the top of my head yang tahu sikit-sikit, harap bermanfaat lah. Okay, so take care. Salam Maghrib, insyaAllah. All the best. Okay. When is the next MUET exam for 2021? That one you have to ask the Malaysia Examination Council. I'll check their website. All right. So I'm not from MPM. No, I'm not from MPM. I'm just a regular teacher. Okay. All right. So toodles. Thank you. See you in the channel. All right. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Ciao.